Yet it has been impossible to find any sort of a job. And after 18 years of credit cards, medical bills, and marginal employment, I finally decided to file Chapter 11. My brother is also a college graduate who has never found a job in his field. And we both agree that the last good year of job hunting was 1999. Now that is the tragedy of our time. An absolute tragedy. Unbelievable. Now, this fellow probably is in his mid-30s. And one can't find a job, one can't find a job in his field. And he had to file Chapter 7 because there's no way out. It's just unbelievable. And the main problem is free trade, globalization, offshoring, and outsourcing. That's where the problem lies. That is the root. The jobs have all gone someplace else. Now, if you want to go someplace else and work for $3 or $4 an hour, then you can get a job. I wrote an article about this in 1967. And I said, that's how they will bring America down. Nobody was listening. Well, most of them still aren't today, and they're out of work. Do you have any other questions?
Well, I did, but you know what? The listeners are going to get really upset with me. I don't know how they could get upset with me, but my computer, after buying a new one this week and cleaning and getting rid of my 30,000 emails, just after your one comment about painting, I can't bring up my emails.
Well, while you're looking there, I'm watching the television, and they got this guy, Nadell, and they've got him doing the frog walk here, and he faces securities fraud charges in New York, and they got him in jail. Now, why is he any different than Madoff? Madoff gets to stay in his luxury apartment. Hasn't even been charged yet. He's making a deal. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, it just shows you the elitists get away with everything. Now, obviously, Nadell is not part of the gang. It's just incredible. I mean, how do they justify the great variance in treatment of people? And Mr. Nadell is in his mid-70s. And that's even older than what Madoff is. So, anyway, it's profoundly disgusting. I have to report this. Did you find anything, dear?
I'm just totally shut out. I'm connected. My cables are all working. I have connection to my DSL account, but it's not allowing me to
access your email.
I just shut it down to see if I can restart it, doesn't it?
Give it one of those special jolts.
That's what happened to my other one.
Mm-hmm. She dropped the other one on the floor.
Yeah. Actually, it was
Butterfingers.
Actually, it was horizontal. The wall.
Well, anyway, I get a lot of questions lately about numismatic coins, and again, you do want to have them because there's a lot of leverage in them, and part of your portfolio should be in them because they'll give you extra gains as the price of gold moves up. So
we had coins, Bob, this week that moved 8%.
In 1 week.
In 1 week, 8%.
Wow. I'm watching on television, they got government gold on here, $114 each. And you can buy a coin that looks like a St. Gaudens.
Well, that's a gold
Unbelievable.
Eagle.
I mean, the scams.
I know.
United States Gold Vault. That's awful.
I can't tell you about how many calls I get on that commercial.
Junk.
Well, what's interesting about the commercial, they show 1-ounce gold coins. They don't show 1/10-ounce gold coins. A 10th ounce is smaller than a dime. But they show 1-ounce gold eagles. So people are thinking that they're getting a full ounce of gold. They're not saying, but they're implying. Most people are just not able to recognize the difference.
The scam. The scam.
Tell us about what you think gold will do next week while I try to...
Well, I think it'll be up, and I think the market will be down, and I think we're going to have more revelations, both in this TARP program as well as in the other programs that are going to be affiliated with the stimulus project. They're even going to, you watch, they'll divert funds from one thing to another. They do anything they want. And, you know, we don't have a Congress anymore because they're all bought and paid for or compromised. So, I mean, you know, there's really no sense in having one. They're just laughable. American people, the only thing that's going to get them going is depression. You know, I see nothing that's going to change other than an empty stomach. And when that happens, people do anything. Right, Melody?
Absolutely.
Trying to think. I wrote a piece for this weekend, again, regarding the ETFs, and which is SLD and GLD and SLV. And I got a feeling here that I've always suspected that GLD and both SLV were lending gold and silver to the federal government, but I couldn't prove it. And recently, the GLD had to buy 45 tons of gold in a market where there was very little gold available. And we know that they didn't buy it from COMEX or any other gold exchange. So where did they get it? 45 tons is a lot of gold. They've got close to 900 tons right now. And with the way gold has been suppressed, I just got that feeling. I know SLV is definitely using derivatives, and they can legally do that as part of their contract when you buy into it. The GLD says they buy the real thing. And if in a tight market we can't see where they bought it, I don't think they did. I think they've been buying calls. And I think they should be audited by an outside auditor. Because I don't think they're holding that much gold. And that's really shocking. 900 tons, and maybe they don't have part of it. Maybe they don't have any of it for all I know. The way it was set up is the gold ostensibly is being held at Hong Kong Shanghai Bank in London. Nothing wrong with that, except that Hong Kong Shanghai Bank will not let you audit the gold that they're holding for the World Gold Council. Interesting little twist. I think we could be real trouble there. And I've always